What if, instead of showcasing our college degrees, job accolades, and prestigious awards, our resumes dared to list our detours and dead ends, failures, and employment gaps?
What if that list of all the scraps and screw-ups of our careers is where the real seeds of possibility lie?
We offer up the muddy mess to showcase that nothing is wasted. Every experience counts and creates the conditions for new life and growth.
The scraps, the leftovers, the discarded stuff. Its richness is the fertile soil for new life to take root. Even in the times we've been hurt, disappointed, let down, these shitty experiences make way for new learnings.
Here's Kwaku Aning's contribution to the shit pile.
I think that's important to have several shit pile moments or several failures, or I call it like the residue of pain and experience. You know, it's like if you like the thing that's left in the strainer is actually the thing that you want, but like the entire experience is everything going through the strainer. The last music group I was in, I was really excited about. I was like, this is it. This is it. And it was just me and one other person. And then he was dating this woman from Brazil. And we were, it's like we were just starting to tour more. And I was like, all right, I'm understanding how we do this and how we can make this profitable. And he's like, yeah, I kind of want to take a break. I think I'm going to move to Brazil to be with this woman. And, and I'd been in several other groups and scenarios where that happened, but this had happened at this point I was married and there's a clock, it's like, how long can you do this? And also what life do you want to have as a family life? And I'd always wrestled with, well, how do I love this thing, but how do I do this and have a family? I'm not at this place where I can afford to bring everybody with me. I'm not Paul McCartney because that's what he did. How do I make this work? And I couldn't understand how to do that. And so when that happened, I was sad and I was like, all right, well, maybe I should take a break too and take all of this energy that I put into like understanding music and meeting people and trying to be a better musician. How do I take all of that and put that into what I want to do as a career? Because I'd never done that. Every other job had been like, all right, will I be able to do this? It was like a placeholder. I even remember leaving grad school and I was working at this company and the guy's like one of the owners, he was like, oh yeah, we really like having here. Like, where do you see yourself? And I'm like, well, I'm really just doing this now so I can figure out how to tour with my hands. That guy never spoke to me again. I was there for like 6 more months. Like he would like actively avoid me. So I think that was that, like taking that energy and almost redirecting it into like an entity that you share with other people and redirecting it more into me. That was a turning point. And you don't realize that you're evolving or that you're growing. And then you talk to people and they're like, how do you know about all this? And how do you do this? And once again, it's like, you don't see it as a thing that you're doing. It's not like I went, I studied here and I did this research and now I'm an expert in this, but more being really targeted around your energy and your time and what you're choosing to bring into your brain and in your life and the people that you're connecting with. That was a big turning point.
I think Kwaku's metaphor of life's hardest moments as the residue of pain and experience, that valuable substance left in the strainer after everything else washes away, captures something profound about our journeys.
What's fascinating is how Kwaku's pivotal challenge revealed a pattern. He had been treating jobs as mere placeholders while pursuing music. Yet all along, his path was building towards something richer than just musical success.
Discover more insights in our full conversation with musician-turned-consultant Kwaku Aning on our podcast, A Life Worth Working. Subscribe now to explore how we all find meaning and purpose in our work lives, or what we call the soul of work.